Thank you, Chairman. Welcome to all of you. Mr. Anderson, I want to follow up on the conversations about these ships that the U.S. fired upon in the last couple of weeks. Without clear explanation, we haven't been briefed up here. We haven't had a hearing on this, and the full video of the encounters have not been released. Back in April, we had the acting SOLIC director here, the man who was filling the job you are now applying for, and I told him what I'll tell you. I have no problem with these groups being designated foreign terrorist organizations. Fentanyl is killing just as many people, if not more, as any terrorist group we've ever seen. But I do have a problem with the lack of transparency and potential violations of international law. The U.S. government has a way of interdicting ships. You know this. The U.S. Coast Guard uses patrol boats and helicopters. They're able to shoot out a motor and disable the vehicle, board it, and then indict all those people, grab all those people, show everyone all the drugs that they have secured. They did this back in April. The Coast Guard seized 76,000 pounds of drugs off of ships and in one encounter, and showed all of that to the world. And I guess my question is, you will be informing the chain of command. You will have a role. You will be an important voice in that conversation. We are hearing that there are individual folks in uniform involved in these operations who are now asking for legal cover in these operations because they believe that they potentially violate the law. So my question is, if folks in uniform, as you used to be, come forward to you and say, I'm concerned about these operations, could you please provide me a piece of paper with legal cover saying that I will not be personally responsible for violating international law? Will you provide that?
Senator, first and foremost, I am unaware of the details within the operation. I've not been briefed.
I understand, Senator, but you want the big job, and you're going to be, in 2 or 3 weeks, you're going to be in the hot seat. So I don't want to talk about the past. I'm saying if a soldier or a seaman come to you and says, I'm really worried, this is really squishy. The Wall Street Journal reported on this. And I want your legal cover that I'm not going to be held personally liable, which you can imagine no one in uniform wants to be held personally liable. Will you, in the future, provide such cover?
Senator, not being in the position, I want to understand the legalities of what
I would offer that you should get familiar with those legalities. This is a very live issue. And I understand you have no involvement in what happened in the past, but this could be your job in 3 weeks. So my question is, we've asked the Mexican government to also step up their involvement in stopping these cartels and stopping the huge amount of drugs that are coming across. If the Mexican Navy saw a group of American fishermen that they thought were suspicious of potentially moving drugs, and they moved in to kill the 15 American citizens without contacting you, without going through any normal procedures, would you be okay with that?
Senator, I think—
Because that's what you're asking for. We understand, you understand certainly as a former military man, that what we do in combat, there's reciprocity. And we're concerned about what other militaries will do to us because we've opened the door on this. So are you okay with the Mexican Navy killing 15 American fishermen off of whatever, San Diego, if they're suspicious that they are carrying drugs?
Senator, first, I think it'd be irresponsible for me to engage in hypotheticals. To your point,
Not
Senator,
a hypothetical, man. This is like alive. This is the issue you're going to be asked to touch. So again, I want to capture that fentanyl. I would love it if the Trump administration showed us the full video from that encounter, showed us that these men didn't have their hands up, that they weren't waving a white flag, that they weren't turning around and getting out of there, and then show us the drugs. The president said that there was all kinds of drugs that were in that ship. Show it. Show us the video that he's apparently alluding to. Will you commit to showing us the video publicly?
Senator, if confirmed, for the Assistant Secretary of War for Special Operations, I can commit to be transparent and be with all applicable laws.
Yeah, my suggestion is we have a briefing on this issue. This is a fundamental issue of this committee, and I would ask that you get smart on the legal authorities, because if individual folks in uniform are going to be held personally liable for your decisions, you should take accountability for that. Yield back.
Just noting, Senator Slotkin, each witness has answered in the affirmative to this question. Do you agree to provide records, documents, and electronic communications in a timely manner when requested by this committee, et cetera? So
Do you understand that
that's
as
on the record.
Do you understand that as video? Just to clarify from you, Chairman.
Electronic communications.
Okay.
Documents, records. I think each witness has answered in the affirmative
Great.
there.
I look forward to the
They'll be
video.
obligated to follow that.